2017 Chrysler Pacifica now. This is one I'm going to get my helper's hand with in Diagnostic, okay? Yes, he has some classroom knowledge forced down his throat. Now we about to get some hands on, okay? I got a misfire in cylinder 5. I'm going to have him hook up the scan tool and tell me what cylinder is misfiring on. And what do he suggests we do to find out if it's secondary ignition or internal. In other words, should we be headed toward a compression test or should we check spark plugs and coil, things like that first? All right, so let me get him over here and we're going to start with this diagnosis. All right, so yes, it's missing fairly hard. Now, I've already did partially diagnosis. I already see where it's missing in cylinder 5. My thinking is to swap cylinder 5 with cylinder 1 since it's on bank 1, which is easily accessible. Look at that engine moving. All right, but I want him to figure out why we need to do what we're doing. I need to get his mind prepped with diagnosing cars, why cars are running bad, okay? The check engine light is not going to always bail you out, all right? I'm going to end this short video and I'm going to start a long video and see how far he can go with diagnosing this problem. Because after all, that's why he's here, right? To learn, all right? So, hey, where you at, man? All right, just brought this one in, 2017 Pacifica. You see how that thing running? Shaking, misfire, check engine light on. So so I want you to diagnose it and tell me what you think we should do. So we're gonna start off checking the light on. I don't know the codes. You got to figure out what the code is and you got to tell me what you suggest we do. Yeah, it's running rich too. You can tell it's some unburned fuel. Alright, so go ahead and kill it, start it off, hook the scan tool up, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and start a long video. So y'all stay tuned for that long video. Let me see how well my guy do. Let's get it. Long video will be linked right down here at the bottom. Okay, that link right there. Click that, it'll take you straight to the long video. Alright, let's get on with this long video. Alright, ignition on. Oh, 64 codes.
That can be right.
That is right. But we're only interested in the codes on the PCM because it's running bad. Then go to DTCs. That's the main code. That's why the car running bad. That's why the check engine light on. All right, cylinder 5 misfire. Here's the thinking, because this appears to be a secondary ignition problem, meaning coil or spark plugs. Now, if you can manage to take the coil and the spark plug out of this cylinder and move it, and the misfire follow that cylinder,
and most likely the coil?
Yeah, it most likely found your problem. So that's the easiest thing to do. We got an hour to diagnose this car. We don't want to spend the whole hour diagnosing it. So the easiest, always go with the thinking, I want to do the easiest thing possible to get to my calls quickly. So that's good. A lot of times you don't see that. You'll have a misfire, but you can actually see the computer picking up a misfire. And what cylinder is in?
And the cylinder 5?
Right. And imagine that was the code that was in it, P0305. You know how the codes with misfire work? When you get a misfire, no matter if it's a V6 or a V10, the last number in that code will represent the cylinder. For instance, P0305 is misfiring cylinder 5.
And then P0302
is what?
Cylinder 2.
Right. The last number always represents. Let's go back to the car. All right, where's cylinder 5?
Cylinder 5 would be.
This is bank 2.
That one.
This is bank 1.
Cylinder 5.
Yeah, 1, 3, and 5. So, what do you suggest we do to find out if it's a spark plug or the coil?
I say we take one of the spark plugs over here that are working.
Yeah, and move it. Well, why would you go here? This is hard work. Remember, we're trying to do this as quickly as possible.
Also take one of the coils at the top?
Yeah, take right beside it. You don't have to take all of this off to get to any of these banks. In fact, you don't even need any of these. So it makes more sense to swap cylinder 5 with its next door neighbor, or the cylinder on further down. Which is what? 1, and the other one is what? 3. Yeah, 1 and 3. Makes more sense to swap 5 with cylinder 1 or 3. It's easier, right?
Yeah.
So before this engine gets extremely hot, let's turn it off, and we're gonna do just that. All right, so I don't know much trouble. It ain't much trouble at all. And you, of course, let it cool off. Might want to put a fan up here, but yeah, you can smell that unburned fume. This will by far the quickest way to kill your cat converter.
Oh.
You smell that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that spark plug is not heating. Fuel is just going straight to that cylinder, and hydrocarbons probably out of the roof, carbon dioxide probably out of the roof. That's why they turn check engine light on to alert the driver to get this stuff fixed, because you are polluting the ozone. So when it's cool off a little bit, we want to swap. What you think? 5 with what?
I would say 5 with like 1. Actually,
Yeah.
3. What?
Either one, 1 or 3. All right, so grab you some tools. When it cool down, take that coil off. It's fairly easy. Get the plug out. We're gonna do, because this, how many miles on this thing? Because that matters in our decision making process. You know, if it was warranty, we would have to find out specifically the problem. We can't just go off.
It's 153.
153,000 miles. So at this point, we're not trying to find out which one. We want both anyway, the coil and the plug, that is. If it was warranty, they want us to find out exactly which one failed. So what we're going to do is, yeah, exactly what we say. Let this cool off a little bit, get cylinder 5 out, move it over to cylinder 3, and then we're going to go back to the computer and see if the misfire moved. Yeah, see if it moved to whatever cylinder you put it in.
All right.
Then we can diagnose it from there. All right, you got them switched over. All right, so fire it up, and then we're going to go back to the computer and see if that misfire. You already got, what you do, 5 with 3?
Yeah, 5 and 3.
Next door neighbor. Fire it up, let's see what happens. I'm guessing you're still going to have a misfire, just maybe not in cylinder 5. At least that's what we're hoping for. Alright, let's go look at the computer. You can't tell that way. Alright, what do we have? Come dissect this. Tell me what's going on.
We traveled to cylinder 3 now.
Uh-oh. What does that tell you?
But the coil and the plug
Alright.
are both clapped up.
Now remember, if you wanted to know exactly which one, you would swap only one. You know what I'm saying? Only the coil. But there's too many miles. We're going to do both anyway. Alright, so the misfire moved the cylinder out. So we now know that this is a secondary ignition problem. The guy likely need a tune-up, right? Major tune-up. Alright, so we got that out the way. Let's look the car over. See if anything else. You know the drill. Look the cooler, see if the cooler leaking. Let it up in the air, look at the brakes. We gotta look these cars over. 153,000 miles. Transmission's feel for life, so they don't really want you messing with that. So, but and at that many miles, if they never did anything, I don't want to mess with it. So, all right, guys, this went just as planned. So he got something out of this. All right, that was my goal, to make sure he understand this scenario. This was an isolated scenario. All drivability concerns are not going to be like this. By no means, don't get it twisted. All right.